All right, everybody, this is Cesar Gill. I am starting a podcast show. So when I made that video on Thursday last week, I made a Facebook video if anybody didn't see it. And basically all I did was do a big shout out for myself, as in I don't have a job anymore, right? Like a full-time regular job. So I just said, hey, I do digital marketing, I do websites. Anybody who wants to work together, whether you want to pay, whether you want to pay a little bit, whether you just want to do trade, hit me up. And so it's Tuesday, several days later, and I'm still getting messages from that. So like, that's pretty awesome. But one of the people who hit me up, his name is Manny Herrera. He told me about what he does, and what he does is he does podcasting. So he helps people set up podcasting in order for them to use it as a marketing tool to educate whatever audience they have, so on and so forth. I'm sure you guys have heard of podcasts. So he told me about that, and he actually, we had a phone conversation. And he told me how it works and all that, and so I was like, you know what? That's one thing I didn't think about. I didn't think about starting a podcast show. I make videos for sure all the time on YouTube, but they just go in there. No, I don't think anybody watches them. But one thing why I do want to do it and why I do kind of want to put effort into it is because right now my biggest issue is that when I first got let go two weeks ago, I had very, very, very close connections with some people who were already like, dude, yeah, like let's work together, let's do some services. And the first couple people that I met, it was like a very easy, hey, for sure. Like I would go meet them and then they would become clients. I would go meet them and they'd become clients. I would go meet them and they would become clients. And so now that now that there's not as many people like that, I'm meeting more and more people who don't know who I am, who don't know what I do, who don't know I exist, or they're not as aware as the first couple people were. So now it's more of a process. It takes a lot longer. Now I'll have a phone call, an email, a phone call, in person. Basically I'm interviewing, right? But to get them on as clients. And so one thing that I like about this podcast is that I can constantly make videos and put them out there into the world. So it's constant marketing. And honestly, I don't even have a problem. Like, they're not going to be long, right? They'll be 10, 20 minutes long. And I do plan on having like people on, and it's going to be more of a fun thing revolving around marketing, I think. I'm figuring it out as it goes. But what I want to happen is I want to have people, like I'm going to post it on basically all the platforms, but like I know people aren't going to listen to it. I know that. I know they're not going to listen to it intently and pay that much attention to that. All I know is that it's going to show up in people's feeds, be it Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever channel they see it on. What I want to do is I just want people to constantly see that I'm existing and that I'm putting out stuff. Existing. He's putting out stuff. He's putting this out. Why? Because that's just like a mental reminder that, look, that guy exists. And look, all his titles revolve around something to do with marketing. Because what I've seen with Instagram is that it's actually pretty funny. Like, some of the people that I've met, when they meet me, I haven't seen these people in like many years, or I've never met them in my life. And when I see them, I get the common reaction where it's like, I never met you, or I haven't seen you in so long, but I feel like I know you. It's like a very intimate greeting. It's a very like, dude, I know you because you post so much on Instagram. And before that, Snapchat. I never really did a lot on Facebook. And so, this I'm hoping is another level to that. And I mean, this is really the first marketing conversation I'm having with this podcast, because if you're a business owner, if you want more leads, if you want more business, you have to exist to people. You have to be in front of people. That's not entirely true, right? You can run ads, you can hire sales teams, you can do, there's like, the thing with marketing is it's kind of like losing weight or being fit. Not necessarily losing weight. Being fit, healthy. There's a million definitions of being healthy, right? You could have, if you want to be a bodybuilder, you would follow a certain kind of regimen. If you want to be a powerlifter, you want to be a certain type of regimen. If you just want to exercise 3 times a week and eat semi-okay because you feel good about yourself, but you work, you're more about like the lifestyle being somewhat healthy, that's a different workout regimen. And the same goes for marketing. What's the term? There's a million ways to skin the cat. Like, you could go the digital marketing route. You could go traditional. You could buy a billboard. You could buy Facebook ad placements. You could create your own website and try to do it yourself without using any of these platforms. But one of the ways that you can do it, and I think is the most easiest way of doing it and the least expensive, more affordable way of doing it, is if you do organic social, right? Because most people already have a network, whether you know it or not. If you can see this video, that means you're in a social network. All a social network is people with profile accounts, connecting with other people with profile accounts, and then you know them to a certain degree, right? You're either like close friends with them, or you met them one time at a party and you guys exchanged handles or whatever. And so by making this constant feed of content, and this is what's funny, is like, it's a much better way. Because what I was gonna do on Thursday before I made that Facebook video is I was going to send out an email to like every single person on the planet. I was just gonna Google like businesses near me and just hack away, right? That doesn't really work. I've tried it. I mean, for every 100 you send, maybe 5 get open and nobody reads them. Like it never gets to that. Maybe out of every 500, someone reads and someone responds, and like it's a very, very high numbers game, which it works. It does work. But there's a better use of time. There's a better use of time that you can do like something like this, where you can make a post, make a video, share a picture on your own social media account. So you don't have to create a business page. And it depends, right? Not everybody wants to have a camera, but if you are willing to do it, and I say if you don't have the other resources, like if you don't have money to invest on ads, if you don't have the resources of a sales team, if you don't have that, then sometimes you're kind of left without a choice. Like you have to put in the work. You have to sit down at 9:15 in the morning on a Tuesday morning and just try to make things happen. Because if you don't, then who is? Nobody, right? It's up to you. Just like very much it's up to me. And I like from that one Facebook post, it just taught me so much. Like because I've always had a job, I've never been able to do that. It's weird if you're posting, hey, I'm looking for clients, when you're working at an agency. That doesn't mix well. So finally I can do it with complete and total freedom, knowing that I'm not gonna get freaking like I'm not gonna put myself in a bad situation because I'm in a different situation, right? Even though you could argue that my situation is a bad situation, but it's not. I really don't feel that way. I actually feel super excited, and it's challenging, and it's only been 2 weeks, and honestly, I've had like a lot of fun because everything I do, every like move I make, every call I have, every website I build, every ad that I create has so much meaning to it now. There's like a book by some dude, Nisam Nicholas or something like that. This thing called like Skin in the Game, like. The less skin you have in the game, the less you care. And the more skin that you have in the game, the more you care. And now that my entire skin is in the game, you have to care. Like, you have to care about the website. You have to care about the details. You have to care about the campaigns. And so, you could work 40 hours a week and then just try to like get by, which in a sense is what I was doing. I mean, I still tried hard. I don't think I ever am like lazy. I don't think that's in my persona. But it's a different level of intent, a different level of trying, a different level of like trying to achieve. Because I mean, yesterday I think I worked from like 7 a.m. and I didn't stop till like 8:15. Obviously I ate, obviously I took breaks, stuff like that. But like I constantly was trying to figure things out. Stumbling really is what's happening. It's not like I have the master game plan. I'm just figuring it out as I go. So it's been cool. It's been cool. I do have to admit, it has been cool. It came forcefully and unexpected, but you gotta take the opportunity the way that it came, right? And I appreciate everybody being super supportive about it. And so back to the social media post, I got like 10 people as of now, like that hit me up and said, hey, cool. This is what I do. This is what I do. I know this person. I've had several phone calls. Not every single one of them is gonna be good, right? Like some people might just be completely lost, or it might be something they want to do in the future. Like it's not even a thing, but they want to start working on it now. So like, obviously, I can't take all that work. I am helping some people like just as a favor, some in trade, and some could become like actual deals. Deals meaning like they're a client, they pay, I service them. And so that's the game right now. The game is to get more and more clients. That's my number one priority right now, because without clients, then what are you really doing? Like, I have a couple at this point, but it's not enough to keep me busy, and it's just not enough in general. Like, there has to be more. There really, really does have to be more. And so by doing this podcast, and it's just a video with the microphone. The only reason I'm calling it a podcast is because this microphone is here. If this microphone wasn't here, I would just be making a video. But my production level is up. Usually I would just take my phone and record it, which if you go to YouTube, don't go to YouTube. I'm telling you not to go to YouTube and look up Cesar Gil Houston, because then all my videos will come up. Don't do it. And it doesn't really go anywhere. So this one, I'm in with intent, gonna put it out on all platforms. One long video and then like a lot of little short ones with good blurbs from it. So shout out again, Manny. Thank you so much for showing me how this stuff works. Again, I wouldn't have done it if you wouldn't have told me. And yeah, so this concludes episode 1 of whatever show name I'm gonna give it. I'm not, I literally borrowed this stuff. This microphone's my brother's. Shout out, brother, for providing the materials. This camera it's a GoPro. It's also my brother's. And there you go. What is this? 12 minutes and 15 seconds. It'll take me, I don't know. I haven't done it, so it'll take me, let's just say, an hour to do it, and then I'll put it in the world, and then I'll move on to the next item. But this is my marketing for the day. It's not only my marketing for the day, it's also my send out stuff, right? Like, let people know about stuff. So anyways, if you're looking for a website and digital marketing work, what does that mean? It means I build people websites and then I send traffic to it to convert people. It's like a car. The website's a car, right? And you want to get to point A to point B to point C. Well, in order to do that, the car is great, which is the website. You need gasoline. You need gas, fuel, something to move it around. That's what marketing is. That's what Google Ads is. When someone goes and puts restaurants near me and the websites pop up, that's Google Ads. That's SEO. Facebook ads. You if you're on Facebook, you see those ads all the time. YouTube ads, any type of ad, LinkedIn's ads. I got you, right? So if you're looking for that type of work, help, the deal still applies. I can help you whether you have money, whether you don't have money, whether you're a big company, a little company, whether you're just getting started. Just let me know. 281-536-6277. That's my phone number. Text me, call me. 281-536-6277. Cesar@CesarGo.com is my email. But most of you guys probably know where to find me because this is already on a social media platform. I need to shut up. And I am out of here. How do I stop it?